and we'll get this thing going. You know what I'm saying? I'd
Thanks.
like y'all to welcome my special guest tonight. And that's going to be the lovely
Ooh,
Omar.
I
CocoMa.
stay ready, Godfather.
CocoMa, anything, girl.
What's up?
How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a little bit different, I had to throw some stuff together with a friend to find a place to stream that wasn't going to be too hot or too buggy. We had crickets earlier,
Oh,
so
really?
it went no cricket back.
Crickets.
We was out in the country,
Ah,
country,
Oh,
country.
yeah.
wow.
Back
Okay.
in
Okay.
the fields.
So, but yeah, well, welcome to Late Nights with the Godfather. I know this is the first time you've been a guest on the show, so definitely an honor to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, what was the original reason that you joined Tagged?
Um, well, my original reason for joining Tag was I was kind of bored one night and I was like, let me see what's out there. I mean, it was a dating app, so I came on to like literally like
Yeah. Sure, she came on because she was, she was looking for a little.
you feel me? A little action.
Yeah, I feel
But
you.
yeah, it turned out all the people that were on here at that time were weirdos that just wanted, action. And I
Them
was like,
same weirdos still here.
Yeah, they ain't left.
I
They
can
brought
They
their
ain't
own.
but
left.
listen though, I know how to handle them now. That's the problem. But
Right.
before I was just so new, I was like, oh, okay, like
You're
I
overwhelmed.
don't know what to tell them or I don't know what to do. So,
Uh,
it was different.
yeah.
But now I definitely know how to handle them better.
Okay.
I guess which makes me a little bit of a weirdo too, but I joined the cool. Like
I was just finna say, look, we all weirdos up
I
here.
joined the cool
Queen
too.
Savage.
I have a show. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Now
we
don't
didn't have
apologize.
That's my best
There's
friend.
the music right there. Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty
Okay.
much that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of funny because a lot of people recently that I've had on the show, one of the first things they say was, "I was bored, so I got here to check it out. I heard about it and I was bored." And you sure you weren't looking for the next Mr. Coco Mom, maybe?
Um,
Huh? Look.
Coco Da? Coco Da?
Coco
Huh?
Pop.
Coco Pop.
Ah.
But not really, honestly. I knew what I was gonna expect, honestly. So I kind of figured it was not gonna be. It's. I feel like it's 10% of people that like find that significant other on social media or like online and stuff. So I already knew I was not gonna be one of them 10%.
Okay. Well, speaking of that part of the app, of course, it is a dating site. What are some things that you look for when it comes to or about the whole dating scene online? What do you think about that? What do you think about? It's changed a lot just in my time that I've been here. What do you think about online dating? You think that's something that you kind of spoke about it? Just the 10% of people actually on here looking for
Yeah,
love.
I mean, to be honest with you, it I would say it depends on like the individuals that
Mhm.
are in the dating in the situation, I would say. So yeah, pretty much. I mean, it is different, but the concept, I think the concept does not really change. Like if you are the person that you are, I don't think dating online is going to change the person that you are. So yeah, I
Okay.
mean, that's how I see it. That's how I feel about it. Hey, Casper.
If you're a weirdo and you're not online, you're gonna be a weirdo online, basically. So
I believe so.
Right.
you're weird
I
everywhere.
believe so.
I second that emotion.
Second emotion.
Huh?
So,
Not motion, but emotion.
Right.
so now, Ben, how long have you been on the app now?
I would say consistently a year and a half, I would say. So
And
yeah.
okay. So in that year and a half of obviously, from the first time that you started streaming till now, you've evolved. A lot of things have changed. What do you feel like some of the growth that you've had when you first started streaming till now?
Confidence. I would say I'm an introvert. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm an introvert. So I would definitely say it brought up my confidence. It really did bring up my confidence. And I used to stream when I started, I used to stream in the dark. So I would not show my face. I would just do dark lives and all that good stuff.
So you
But
was in the dark fish. That's what we call them, dark
yeah,
fish, not catfish, but
dark
the dark
fish.
fish.
Yeah,
You
I
hear
was
that voice?
I was
Yeah,
definitely dark
night
fish.
fishing,
But
night fish.
within time, like a lot of my like friends and supporters would always tell me, "Oh, like turn the light on, like you're so pretty, like this and that, this and that." So I came out my shell a little bit, and I was like, "Okay, here I go," and they was get a ring light. It's gonna show like your melanin better. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. So I got a ring light, and then I became a streamer, just little by little. So
Okay.
yeah,
And look at you now.
right. Look at me now. I'm
Oh,
getting
top
paid
streamer and
here.
everything.
You feel me? Hey, B. Simone says, how you doing? But yeah,
So we kind of touched on this one night when we were in someone else's live and we were talking about a lot of different things as far as bringing positivity to the app and things like that. What would you like, or what changes would you like to have? Would you like to see on the app to kind of deal with those particular things like bullying and things like that? Hey, appreciate
um,
that. Deep.
that's a really good question. I feel like what I would like to see on the app would be more positivity,
Mhm.
and which like positivity starts with yourself, honestly, and with us as individuals. So I'm kind of a victim of falling into thank you I'm kind of a victim of falling into like the bullying as well, because I was like pushed into it.
Right.
But that does not make it okay. So I would like to see a change in like how I react to things. Basically, I can't change anybody else, but I know I can change myself. Like I know I can better myself. So maybe if I better myself, a lot of like my supporters would learn from me, I guess, and hop on the bandwagon. So that's how
Exactly.
I decide to, you know, better the community.
Right.
Maybe
Lead
what
by
we
example.
maybe what should we should do? We should maybe follow King's little thing that he started. I'm sorry, not little. I was undertone of hate. Sorry. Hey,
Yeah, we cleared the air. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
this
about it.
side thing, but so with his game that he did, the quiet game, because it was all about positivity. I think we should have one day where all the top badgers, as many as we can, just do a bunch of randoms and do the quiet game.
Definitely. If
And
that,
then they gonna say
listen,
that's
I'm
bullying.
all for it. I'm all for it. Let's go. Let's get a
But nah,
bunch of top badgers. You feel me? Maybe
Right.
to be honest with you, I really think that we can make a change because of the fact that we have a huge following. So like
that's
we
big
have
facts.
people that like like support us and stuff. And so I think starting from ourselves, I think that would make a huge difference.
And that's a good idea. Nemo said. He says since he got his badge, he travels down to the bottom of that board and works his way up and just goes out and you'd be surprised how many
Oh,
people.
that's awesome, Nemo. Definitely.
Yeah,
Right.
the ability
That
to do
is
that.
awesome. I think I need to start doing that too.
Yeah, why not give him the first good impression? Because we got some top streamers on here that don't give good
They give
impressions.
you the worst impression of the whole app, and yeah, it's the worst.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. They always like,
Right.
put us in the same category. Like, of course, there's some top badges that are shitty, but I mean, some of us are also, decent, So, but of course, they have experienced a lot of top badges that are that way. So they think, like, nah, I don't want to give
You're
you a
right.
chance no more. Like, y'all just the same people, So,
Right.
yeah, pretty much.
and he said, and, that's a good thing. And hanging out, I have a bad habit of not hanging out in anybody's life hardly. 'Cause I don't know. I guess I feel like I'm just so busy, with just personal stuff and shows and all this other stuff, trying to make sure that yeah, we just don't hang out. I don't just hang out in people's lives as much as I should. And I'm guilty of that. I've been the first one.
Right.
I'll pop in, hey, and gone. So
I believe that I try my hardest, but I have ADHD. I can't stay in somebody's life for.
I do too.
I can do it as much as it. You
This is
have
the
a
thing.
good
I can't
conversation.
even stay in my own life.
That's me.
Huh?
Me too.
Where I see pancakes, I see you stepping in the room, huh? Nemo, I know you feel me. Huh? I can't even stay in my own life, let alone you hear me?
No,
But definitely, I think it's
Come
something we
on.
need to work on. Definitely, I think it's really something we need to work on because um I had this meeting with an admin, and she literally was the highest earned person on Meet Me actually goes 8 hours and like visits all her supporters lives, and stays in their life and like talks to them and stuff like that. So I was like, 8 hours.
wow.
I mean, but when
That's
these
crazy.
people are paying your bills and stuff like that, then why wouldn't you, what I mean, go up in there? Because a lot of them people, they just want to see them succeed. So they feel, like almost like, let me go over here and show them that I care, because like for the most part, a lot of all our supporters, we all friends and everybody support each other, whatever we got going on.
Right.
So I get it. You know what I mean? I get it.
Yeah, we got to venture out. I think sometimes I've kind of gotten to the point where I don't venture out so much
Just
because
appreciation of hanging out. Yeah,
That's true. You know.
that part. Right. The
because
appreciation of it.
I guess maybe it's sometimes you talk about how the top or the people who have top streamers come to their live, they get that bad experience. Well, I've been a top streamer going into someone that wasn't a top streamer and had a bad experience,
Yeah.
and it's like that's what like it's missing the whole boat. And I'm like when I first got my badge, I remember I went into I started doing kind of what Nima did. So I went down to some of the that don't see a lot of top badges. And then the first thing I heard was, "Oh, it's a top badge. I'm about to get me a jet." Well, I don't know if they said like that. I'm about to get me a jet. Man, as soon as I said that, I hit the X so fast, my head spun. I'm like, wow, peace. Because that's what it's all about. Yeah, they do have a
Right.
very bad impression of top badges, unfortunately.
Right. And
Right.
that's so sad because it's some of us that actually are good, like are decent, that just want to talk, just want to.
Right.
And I feel like that's why majority of us have like backup pages and like troll pages, just because we literally just want to have a conversation, like we literally just want to go and act normal. It's so many times I've been to a live and it's like all the attention is put on me. Like the whole conversation is just, oh my gosh, like a top badge. So it's like, and I'm trying to talk to this shorty, but she over here talking about a top now. Like I'm trying to get to know you, girl. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
But yeah, so I do have a backup page that I go to people's lives with, honestly, because
I see that
sometimes the bad speak too much.
Charm said because uh other top badges make it bad for one. I get it, but for the most part, I mean, it's like as people, we got to think as people. Everybody's not gonna be nice, and everybody's not gonna be,
That's a
you know,
fact. And it's kind of like real life
welcoming.
too.
Yeah,
And it's
it
kind of like
is real
real life
life.
too, because of the right. But it is real life because of the fact that you can. Okay, so if you date a bad female, well, a female that did not give you a good impression, are you gonna stop dating females because one female down messed it up for all the females. Like, of course, you have to like give them a chance. Like, are you gonna turn gay? Like, no. So it's like you're going to eventually give them a chance. So that's how like I
Right.
feel like people should treat top badgers as well. Like, give other top badgers a chance. Not all top badgers are crazy. Like, not
Right.
all top badgers are diamond hungry, you know?
Right. Oh, send me a jet, or we gonna get. Nope. You know what? I don't have like a bouncer fee or anything like that. You know what? You when people ask to be a bouncer, I say yeah, send me 20K. But honestly, there is no fee, and I just say that just because it's like people act some type of way about that type of stuff. But I say that because it's like support is for me is the only reason why you got that badge. Is you can go
Right.
get a badge in my life by going to subscribe to the YouTube, get lit. G somebody go subscribe if you haven't.
All right.
That is
Well,
a fact, Nemo. Nemo said I'm trying to turn the badge back into an achievement instead of an abnormality.
right.
That's
Right, it is. Right. It is an achievement. It's a stepping stone. Appreciate that, Lil Wood. It's a stepping stone to the next. What's next?
Mhm.
Nobody's not thinking about what's next. Now that you got this platform, you know,
Right. And
what's next?
speaking of platforms, so what are some of the things that you would like to use your platform, or have you used your platform as being a top streamer on Tag?
so I talk a lot about my culture because I'm African,
Hmm.
and a lot of people have this conception of Africa that, like we just we just don't have nothing in Africa, which is not true. I mean, I see that a lot of people are learning now. Google is free, so a lot of people are learning now. Of
Right.
course, that we have nice houses, we have cars, we don't ride zebras. You feel me? So
Yes, you
like
can ride a zebra.
that's what I was told. I mean, I came to America and they told me we ride zebras. I mean,
What?
somebody that was born and raised in Africa, I didn't even know we rode zebras. The first time I saw a zebra was in America. But
Oh,
um yeah, like a lot of people have that conception of Africa that it's like we're just a third world continent, which we might be because of course we don't have the resources to better our continent, and the resources we have, we want to be fitted in the community so bad that we just give them away, honestly. So
mm,
that's it. And I love learning about other people's cultures and stuff because of course ignorance is bliss, and I know I have a little bit of ignorance, and especially when it comes to like the African American community.
mhm.
So I obviously like want to learn about other people's culture as well, not just
Right.
say mine. hmm
Yeah, I mean,
So
'cause
that's
that's
what I'm using my platform for.
okay. I mean, because that for me, being and anybody that's been in my life, I've talked and touched on a few times before. One thing about me is I want to learn as much as I can about other cultures, kind of because of where I come from, where I'm originally where I was born. There wasn't a whole lot of diversity. So when I left home and went out into the big world,
hmm
and got the opportunity to meet different people from different cultures and different ethnicities and all this, different things and different languages and different foods and all this. I'm very curious. I'll ask a lot of questions. I had an employee that was from Kenya, and he was actually a refugee. And he was telling me his story about. He was talking about like fighting, not fighting, but like come up on an anaconda and having to go actually hunt your food and stuff. So he
hmm
actually kind of did deal with that, but it didn't make me think that that's what all people in Africa did. So um, that's the thing that I feel like that's one thing we can overcome a lot of the ignorance that we have is if you are ask intelligent questions about other people's cultures. If you have a question about what my culture does, hey, ask me. I'll tell you. Hell, I've been about my culture, then I probably know more about other cultures than I do my own culture because I've asked so many questions and I've kind of like put myself in a place where this is where I feel comfortable and this is what I like to be around and this is what's made me feel, um, part of the, so, and that's just, flying out.
Flying out.
Look, she just left us here, CocoMa. King's gone. She done King out. We're just
I'm in Africa right now.
I'm back. I'm back now. Yeah, I'm back now. Huh? If you was asleep, huh? That loud jet would have woke you up. Huh? It was all in my ear. Shut up, Victor, up in this thing. Turn them gift sounds off. You like sleeping loud.
Now they turned off. Yeah, to be able to use your platform to, learn about different cultures and then teach other people about different cultures. I think that's that's going to help when people don't know things and they're ignorant about it. That's how people have all these certain different things that they think about certain cultures. That's why those people think that people are out there riding zebras in Africa because they didn't ask the right questions or they didn't,
right.
They just automatically.
I wouldn't mind. I truly wouldn't mind if somebody asked me, like, do y'all ride zebras in Africa? But don't assume that we over here riding zebras and we have pets.
The saddle and everything. Just
like
got
that.
the whole.
Don't
just the whole saddling up with the zebras.
Don't assume. But yeah, definitely. Thank you, love.
So, yeah, because it's. Yeah, I just can't. I'll ask, and I'm more of like an in-person person. Like I probably should go into more live and start asking questions. A lot of people get irritated. Like I'll verse people just to ask questions. I'll literally choose to ask questions verse, so I can ask people questions. And I feel like people don't answer my verses anymore because they know I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions. Like, damn, here comes Godfather. Damn questions again. Like,
right.
Hey, appreciate that, Spicy.
Right.
So, actually, Pack Champion, I do have a YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it. It's called The Godfather Tell. You can see all these shows that you're seeing right now. They're on there. So as far as doing lives on there, I don't know. But, we may touch that at some point. Coco Kisses, appreciate that. But, yeah. Now, I know earlier we were kind of talking about like trolls and, how you kind of dealt with them when you first got on here. How do you deal with them now? That when they come in, what's your view on that? What do you think? Not the ones that are disrespectful, but just the ones that kind of come in and just, they have these few little things they got to say about you.
It's so funny because I have selective. I'm legally blind. Like I cannot see. Like I have selective sight. Like if it's a negative comment, I can't see it. I don't see it. I just skip. Move on.
Like negativity. I don't see it.
I don't. I really don't. And they. It's funny because they repeat themselves. Like they keep repeating themselves, and I keep skipping, and they get frustrated and just leave. Like okay, fine. Like she doesn't want to hear me. I'm gone.
Like
that's how I deal with them.
Right.
I really don't, and like I really don't. I rarely block people, even in other people's life. I rarely block people because, that person just might be looking for, a friend.
I want to get blocked, in my opinion. That's what they searching for. And then when you don't block them, either they gonna stick around. And I didn't like what you said. I done made friends to trolls. Like this, they was in here trolling me.
They become your friend.
Yeah, people. You know what? I'm gonna come back from my real page. For real.
Right.
Hey, Park Camp, we're talking about troll. You repeated your question for a reason, so now we got that though. Because I actually had a troll come in. Where's your neck? And I was like, right here. It's there.
Oh my god.
And that's exactly what they did though. They laughed. The laugh emoji came up like, I'm just in here just talking, talking mess. And I was like, Like, keep on talking. People come in and say all sorts of crazy stuff. I was like, okay.
Right. Like yesterday, I think somebody asked me about oh, you over here on tag wearing lace fronts and stuff. I said, to be honest with you, I don't even got money for a lace front. Would you like to send me a dragon so I could get a lace front? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you can't make fun of me because I make fun of myself all the time, baby. Like,
Right.
try again.
Exactly.
That part.
And I get to like, and that's kind of where I was. We were talking about randoms earlier, and I kind of shied away from randoms because I always end up getting the one like was the exact opposite of. It was just like, what are you doing on here? Like, what do you mean what am I doing on here?
Right.
Like, oh hell, another white boy, and then
Right.
skip or whatever, or just something. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Like, how am I get all that hate on here over I ain't done nothing? My
Right.
just appreciate that.
And that right, that's ignorance. Like, I feel like they don't even give people a chance. Even in my life, like every time, like when like, and it's so upsetting because like it sometimes be your people, it sometimes be the bouncers that just be talking crazy, and I'm looking at my
Right.
Right.
And
bouncers
you be
like,
looking at them like, what?
wait, I thought you were supposed to be on my side, but you
Right.
over here
Right.
talking about some, oh, this white boy, so you like white boys now? Like, come on now, what are we doing?
But like, first of all, let me clarify. I'm not a boy.
Right.
Man, I'm a whole man. I got a whole beard. I got whole children. I got grandchildren. I'm a whole man. Okay. So anyway, sorry.
Period.
I had a moment. Sorry. Yeah, uncultured fools. Like, there you go. Thank
Fools for real.
And it sounds like, yeah, it almost feels like you got to say that with an accent too. I don't know what accent, but just uncultured. Anyway, so
Uncultured fools.
right, exactly, right.
That accent.
Real quick, King, can you give me a time check because I can't see my clock. I just want to make sure we're on.
Man, we are at 8:32
Okay,
on the time.
we are on time.
Yeah, we
Um,
right on time.
we were right. Well, always on time. Um,
8:33.
what up, Barbara the Jedi Genie? Do you? No. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got all caught up in the Jedi stuff. You got Jedi mind trick?
Not the Jedi mind tricks.
So and I lost my whole train of thought. I got all stuck up on the I got all stuck up on the Jedi
That's
shit
the
stuff.
thing though. Age does not make you mature.
Yeah,
And some
right after
people,
the show, Barbie.
there's some people that are, old and still immature. And there's some people that are young and mature.
Yeah, I've
But
met.
yeah, sorry.
Oh. So we've all had embarrassing moments on tag. Mine, to be honest, was pretty embarrassing. I got a little bit too late one night, ended up in my gaming chair like this
Huh? Yeah, he's
for two
sleeping
hours.
that
It
thing.
left me there for 2 hours, and then I woke up and I was in bed. How I got there, I have no idea. So I don't remember getting up. My live was still going. So what is one of the most embarrassing things that you've had happen in your life?
Oh my God. I think
Hold on, let me get a sip.
Ooh.
Zip.
Ooh. At this point, so okay, so I had my people in there, right? And we were chilling. I did not know I was getting too intoxicated
Mhm.
until I decided, because a lot of people always say, "Oh, Coco, we don't see your body. The only thing we see is your head to your neck or some shit like that." So, um, I decided, I'm gonna get up one day and twerk. Like, it
Oh
can't be
Lord.
that bad. I just gotta
Twerk.
let me just do the thing. You
What's
feel
that?
me? So I got up and my my good friend Coco Kisses was in there. She was telling me, "Sit down, girl. Like, sit down. You're too intoxicated to do that." But I was not listening to her. I got up and was like, "Let me put some shorts on and literally twerk." So I'm sorry, I had a phone call. I fell off the bed. Long story short, like I was
Okay, I
twerking
got you,
and
babe. This how
I
she
fell
fell
off
out the
the
bed.
bed. My legs in the air, That's the only thing they saw. My legs in the air. That was it. Like it was epic. Like that was for the books. I'm talking about. They didn't see nothing else. They just saw my two legs in the air, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I just stayed there. No getting up no more. Like I was done. Yep. Yep. I was so done. I was lit. So that was the most embarrassing moment for me. And that was my first time standing up. So
No more standing up. Now you won't ever see her stand up to see what happened, y'all. You weren't
child.
listening. This Coco Kiss. She was your conscience. She was like, hey,
That
don't do that.
you see, she sure was. She sure was. She was like, and she was so serious. Like she was, don't do that, don't do. She even tried. I think she tried to call my phone a couple of times. So like, I get it together. But nope, I wasn't listening to her. I was ignoring her call because I was determined to twerk.
I had a similar experience that was kind of embarrassing too. It was actually back long before I was heck when I used to use my first name. Rello, what's up? I used to use my first name when I first got on here, and we were streaming, and I was kind of lit, and I said, okay, if somebody sends me a carpet, I'll twerk. Would you know that the person that I was the last person I thought would ever send me a carpet
Sent you a
sent me a
carpet.
carpet. I
Oh
was like,
gosh.
You said.
so I was like, how y'all do this again? I was like, y'all have to walk
Oh my goodness, that's crazy, Godfather.
This was like
I
Okay,
cannot
Godfather
imagine
twerking for the carpets out here, y'all.
twerking
I
for
was
the
a doctor
carpets.
okay at the time. I didn't know. Shoot, I didn't know.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
So not some of y'all was probably the first time you ever heard that one. So that was a long time ago. Like I said, that was long before I was even the Godfather. So what is some of the things? Now we all do certain things before we're getting ready to um, go live. What are some of the things you do to prepare before you hit the live button?
Um, hmm, that's a good question.
Now I have noticed more lately. I don't know if it's something you've been doing. I don't. As you started doing more like
Oh, like the tribal
yes,
thing. Yeah, I like those. But yeah, that I mean that goes with makeup, I guess. So like makeup, check my ring light, make sure my ring light is working,
right.
get my little drinky drink. Um, what else? Honestly, before I hit go live, like I look at myself like, on the phone thingy, I'm just like, ooh, Coco, you look good, so
You
I
got the.
Good enough.
You,
flirt with myself. I
Not
flirt with my I flirt with myself. But yeah, that's that's one thing.
hey, you
That's
better. Huh? You be all in the mirror. You better. You better. For right before she hit the go loud
right.
button.
Girl,
Uh,
stop. You already know you look
and
good.
all that
Like,
old stuff.
ooh, you done killed it today, girl.
Well,
But
hey,
yeah,
we're gonna put a pin in that real quick. We're gonna have y'all can stay up here. We're gonna have Calypso the Lioness come up. She's got a few things to talk to us about real quick. She's gonna give us a little rundown. So I'd like y'all to welcome our next guest here, and that's Calypso the Lioness.
Hey, hi.
Calypso!
hi Calypso.
Hold up, it's Calypso and Coco up
Hi,
here.
everybody.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Hold on,
It's
hold
the
on, hold on.
queen. So Calypso, tell us a little bit about you and what you got going on here in Tag.
I'm Calypso the Lioness. I've been on this app since December 2020. Yeah, I done seen y'all up in these tag streets. I've seen you. But yeah,
Okay.
been can I get the ding? It's been like this.
Huh? That what she said. Hold up.
Yeah, yeah. It's been
Somebody
like
get
that.
some.
It's been like that. But I like the streaming part of it though. That's the part I like.
Like the ride the wave. But so I know you have a few shows that you're hosting tonight. Now tell us a little bit
Hey,
about your
love.
Hey y'all, hi. Lost Peaches. That's my pet owner.
that's my pedo.
Lost Peaches.
Oh, she going around buying everybody.
I got
Okay.
I
Watch out
gotta
now.
shout her out. You know why? Not trying to take over your show because she owns me and we got some things going on in pets. And I have a class on Mondays at 5 p.m. Plug. into the Pet Society every Monday
Okay.
with my co-host, The Plug. We teaching you guys how pets help your streams. Believe it or not, they do. They definitely do.
I
So
wasn't a believer, trust me.
you say what?
I wasn't a believer, but I'm starting to become a believer. So Plug might have converted the Godfather to the pets, maybe.
Yeah,
See,
Whoa.
yeah. I had to put that plug in
Yeah.
there. You know,
Put that
I
plug
said
in
that.
there. That was
that's like,
a
but
real subtle plug.
anybody got any bells over here? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I got you.
So
It's a resident ding.
what we got going on? I know we got something going on shortly after we get done here. What's going on tonight at 10 p.m.?
Oh, you want to hear about the juicy stuff? Well, all of it is juicy, people. All of it is juicy. But let's lead into that if you don't mind. Let's talk about our show. You don't want to talk about us?
Well, I was kind of going in order of the week, but yeah, we can go. We can go to that. So yeah,
Yeah, we
tell me.
can talk about Eye Candy Wednesday. I gotta go prepare. It's gonna be lit tonight.
Well, okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'll start. So every Sunday, now you got to finish the sentence. We're supposed to go back and forth. Remember, we rehearsed this. You don't remember? No, I'm just kidding. Every 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 Sunday at well, she changed the time again, but it's okay. Every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Oh,
Can
she
y'all
said,
hear me?
I read those things. I want to need a new
You like
co-host.
what?
Uh-huh.
I was in the lip sync contest, Mars Peaches. They can read these
Yep.
lips. Okay, I'm sorry. Go
But
ahead.
every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, it's called Lasting Love, and it's hosted by Calypso Da Lioness. I co-host it. It's about relationships. So between the two of us, we've probably got at least 30 plus years of relationship experience. And plus, she has a friend that's a nurse practitioner, does psychology and psychiatry and things like that. So we
My
actually got,
sister,
yes,
my
we're
best friend of all time.
well, not blood sisters, but anyway. So with all that, we like to have different panelists come in and talk about different topics in reference to lasting love. Who's not looking for to have that long lasting relationship? Someone they can grow old with, someone they can, 20 years from now be sitting on the porch rocking with no teeth and talking about the good old days and stuff. All right, you're
I
not
don't know
family.
about no teeth now. I'm African. We eat the bone, so we got good teeth.
Yeah, gotta have them teeth. But I did hear Coco Ma, the guys be anticipating them no teeth for the women. That's what I heard.
Y'all making them bells go crazy around here. It's dings and
Well,
pings going
Nah,
on
they be
everywhere.
anticipating the velveteen. Isn't it called a velveteen rub or something? Never mind. Go back to the show. Back to the show. That's demon hour talk. My bad.
yeah.
Yeah, we just gonna hold on, let's get the new
No, hold
applause.
on.
All right, now y'all forgot it, all that, huh? What happened?
No, so dumb.
Who was up
Oh
here?
goodness.
Calypso, you was up here? You got a show Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Okay, yeah. Show do.
Yep. Yep. We
So yeah, no, I definitely make sure y'all tap in. Us like I said, that's on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's been a great. I think we're
Big
on episode
facts.
number 5 or 6
That's
ish.
dope.
Big old facts. Catch, what up, catch?
episode 6 coming up, guys. Episode 6.
We're close.
We're always looking for panelists as well. If y'all been in a long-term relationship,
Yeah.
long-term 2 years, I mean, some of these, I don't know, because 6 month relationships, that mean y'all ain't put the work in, you ain't try enough to keep it going.
Six
We want to hear
months.
2 years,
Right.
5, 10, in my case, over 20 years. But, we're always looking for panelists for the show. We have great topics each week. Last week, it was about dealing with, no, that was the one King was on. We're going to speak on that one. King was on this, King of Diamonds was on this episode where we was talking about how long-term relationships affect children
Right.
going forward when they break up, how the kids act out in school,
Right.
frequent visits to the principal's office because that affects them as well. And we don't think about that. So, and like he said, like Godfather said, my best friend is a nurse practitioner. I've been knowing her since I was 13, and she has a doctorate in psychiatry, and she has a practice as well. And and she's going for her doctorate. So I
That's
meet with her
awesome.
every week, and I get professional advice, and we are given our reality advice
That's
as well
awesome.
about
In
this.
fact, the last show was about moving on, like going into that next relationship after that long-term relationship. So now you don't need it.
Ooh,
So
hit us up. Oh, it's still going strong. We want those too. You don't have to be broken up. We want to hear how you keeping that 25 years going strong. Ooh, that's what
Definitely.
we
the
want.
See, they got that Will and
My
Jada
my
thing going
parents
on
my
too.
parents
Huh?
my parents were 51 years actually.
my parents are 40.
51.
Till death did them part.
Yeah, my
Wow.
parents were
Yep.
over 50 years as well. And same thing.
Got 40
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
So, we
And
grew
it's
up
so
with,
funny because like even when my dad passed, my mom still, like still acted like he was still in the house, like he was still alive. Like she would, do the laundry,
yeah,
use his tooth, like, rinse his toothbrush and stuff, like literally just keeping him alive. And then she had recently passed. And funny thing is, she passed on his birthday, which was so strange. We were like, wait, what? Like, if that's not real love, then what is that? So yeah.
yes. That's what
Good.
I want. I grew up with wanting the fairy tale weddings like on Cinderella, the Disney movies. That's what I grew up with both parents. You see that. That's what you be wanting.
Yeah.
I think everybody wants that, but these days I don't know what y'all think of with this dating. I don't know.
I feel like somebody peed in the dating pool. I don't know. But anyway,
I think so. And it's
Little,
the recent
that
generations
little
are not even
lemonade.
making it better. Like, I feel like right now my generation is called generation dumb. Like, we're just
Not so
we're
much
just
your
slow.
generation because the older ones are converting to the young
Shit.
generation. So it's like it's just all disrupted. Like
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I think it's the milk, to be honest with you. I really do think it's the milk.
I think it is. I think if more people, and I learned this from my youngest child, if more women would breastfeed their children, I feel like a lot of that would really help a lot because I noticed a lot. Not saying my two oldest are dumb as rocks, but the youngest was breastfed, and just the difference you see um, in the development. Yeah, Nico.
Hold up, somebody put the acronym. I know you lying
I don't
in
know.
the comments,
Because if the mother's eating
cause
the foods that she's not
yeah, there you go,
supposed to
that
eat,
junk.
and the breast milk is
That's the one.
tainted,
Well, I mean, don't have a tainted mother. I don't. I mean,
Right. That part. That's exactly what I was gonna ask. Like,
How we get on tainted breast milk?
it be tainted these
we
days.
try to figure out
Everything
what's wrong with the
It
generation. We trying to help the next
was
generation.
something in the water. It wasn't the tainted breast milk. It starts with the water.
but
They was going to the water, shitting in the. Now, let me be quiet.
Oh, okay.
It's 9:50. I gotta get my. Let me.
all right. So,
Can I
Yeah,
say
don't you gotta in
yeah,
10 minutes?
real quick before you leave.
I Candy Wednesday, y'all? Episode 16 has been 16 weeks straight.
Whoa,
16.
16.
Let's go.
Man, that is an accomplishment right there.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Big
sir.
16, huh?
Sweet
You see what he did
16.
right there with the 16?
Sweet.
With
Sweet
yeah,
16.
yeah. Huh? It's special.
So you
Special.
should have Nico could perform because it's 16.
The 16th episode. Okay, that's how y'all doing it.
Nico, be
Oh,
on.
hold
Nico,
up.
be on the
Hold up.
show. But Nico, anytime, you're welcome. So
Nah.
tonight, people, Eye Candy Wednesday, I originated that because when I started on the app, I used to do the lollipop
Right.
games. You had to guess what flavor gourmet lollipops. Look, they're right here. Y'all know these, the gourmet lollipop. So, anyways, with my games, you get nothing less than a jet, right? So they was eager. They was like, "Oh, we want this jet." So yeah, it was a 25K entry. Sometimes it was good. Leading on to that, from that, I ran with that theme, Eye Candy Wednesday. I thought it was real catchy. So I started doing Eye Candy Wednesday 16 weeks ago, people. And it's a platform for streamers, positive streamers, because I'm about positivity. Positive streamers, top badgers, performers to come on the show and showcase their talent, and just for the viewers to get to know them on a
Right.
personal level, like somewhat like this right here, interview type. But yeah, y'all, why do we want to fave y'all? Not just hit the fave, hit the fave. Why should I fave y'all? Y'all got something that I'm gonna want to fave you for?
Right.
What's your content like? So you come on the show, showcase who you are. It's a fave party up in there. Y'all gonna get entertained. Like I said tonight, listen. Tonight we got Metro Boomin in the house. We bringing back all the Battle of the Bros. I do that twice, 2 times out the month. I do Battle of the Bros participants and Battle of the Stars. I bring them back so they could talk about their experience, right? With the battles, because they get a little, yeah,
Huh?
up in there.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we need
yeah.
to change that though, because we need to bring it back to the fun and the positivity. So going back tonight, we got Metro Boomin. He's gonna perform. We got Rello. We got Nemo. We got Justin, Fat Daddy, and Dre. They're gonna come back and talk about their Battle of the Bros experience. So look, we got 7 minutes on my clock. It says 9:53. So we got 7 minutes before you guys come from the Godfather show and come over and check that out in my stream. I would really appreciate. We're gonna be lit up over there, y'all. And anytime any of you guys want to be on the show, just hit me up on Instagram. Any of the shows, we always looking for people. I appreciate that, Carrie. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much.
Bet that up. Bet that up. Calypso. Anything. Let's go. Huh?
And then tap in this Friday in her live. Because if you want to be her number one for the month, you get a special prize. So y'all better,
Yeah.
That's what's
this
going
Friday, her
down.
birthday. This
Okay, that was going down. Okay, I heard that.
I
That's the
forgot to
turn
mention
up.
that. Thanks. Because he's trying to shoot. Everybody listen closely. It started 2 weeks ago. I got Boss of the Month. Try to get that crown on every week. We already got Shirex. We got Godfather won the second week. We got the third week going right now. We got the fourth week. Guess what? Boss of the week for the month. Boss of the month, because we're gonna tally up all the diamonds. He gonna get a special gift from Calypso. Y'all want
Turn.
a date with Calypso the Lioness? Y'all better come with it. You better come with it. You better come with it. Y'all 2 weeks behind. All right, I gotta go, y'all.
appreciate you. Hey, y'all make sure to tap in next.
Bye, Calypso.
CocoMa,
Bye,
Calypso.
love.
Diamonds, it was real. Thank y'all. Y'all come over and party with me, please, and thank you. Happy streaming, y'all. Happy streaming.
Already. Off the muscle. Let's go.
Hi, everybody. Bye.
Calypso.
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, make sure y'all Navi Pro. So yeah, so definitely a lot of things going on with that.
Definitely.
So um, I know there was some of us have like quotes that we kind of find inspirational. A lot of times on my if you look at a lot of my devices, I put this particular quote. What is probably one of your favorite quotes or favorite inspirational things that you'd like to maybe say or read that kind of inspires you each time, just in life, period, and maybe just streaming as well?
Um, that is a good one. I have a bunch, but one that actually I remember right now would be the control, alter, and delete. So basically, control is controlling yourself, alter
Mm-hmm.
is alter your thinking, and delete is delete negativity. So that's that's one that I really like, and it also reminds me that of course, people are gonna, and on the streaming perspective, of course, people are gonna, like block you or like, stop being your friends, but
Right.
you still gotta keep it pushing at the end of the day. I mean, people are put in your life for a reason within a season. So if the season is done, if the North Face is if the winter is done, you gotta put up your North Face. You feel me? And bring out your sundress. So
Like, like
definitely.
That's the sundress, huh? Yeah, yeah, that part.
Thank you,
What
Navi.
about us guys when we can't wear the sundresses?
at least,
You
at
gotta,
least not gonna. I don't know.
I don't know, bring out your boat shorts or something. You know.
Rock out with your dings out. Or something like that. Somebody gets
So
some
What
basketball
nonsense is
shorts.
that?
Look at her.
I might talk
I
about that
mean, they
later.
wear basketball shorts in the winter too, though. So you know the little shorts that you go for the boat parties and stuff. I think I hung around a lot of occasions, but yeah.
Brr.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. She's
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
quiet. That's how I hung around a lot of.
Yeah, it's like, shh, don't tell nobody.
But it
oh
was funny.
goodness.
It's a whole nother story. We went out last night. I'm like I said, I'm out of town, stuff like that. We went out last night, and I swear this guy, our waiter, number one, he was just slow. But number two, I think he took his toddler brother's shorts to wear to work because his weren't
Oh
clean.
goodness.
Those shits were so damn tight. His 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 mess was in there just like Lolita. His mess was in like screaming like let me out.
Oh no.
I thought I was gonna hear this, like,
No.
you know.
Appreciate that love. Low. See you, Low.
Thank you, Lolo.
You appreciate that, low low. So
That's
yeah, I thought I was gonna hear
crazy.
some pop because them suckers were like booty shorts. I'm like, ew. I thought
Not the.
that went out of the 70s for you ever heard about anyway, sorry. Um he gave us bad service. It's probably because his shorts were too tight, he couldn't think.
Yeah, he couldn't think. The shorts was too tight.
He's cutting oxygen off to his brain somehow. I don't know.
Definitely understandable.
It was but it was good pizza. Right. It was good pizza. Um
Yeah.
so one of my favorite questions that I've asked for, I mean, this is probably like the 100th freaking interview I've done on this app, since I've been doing the shows. But it's one of my favorite questions. Who is your hero, or heroes, or inspiration? Some people don't like the word hero or inspiration. Well, people that inspired you and why.
I ain't scared to say it. My hero is my mom and my daddy. They
Okay.
inspire me, and
Why you talking about scared to say that, girl? You better say it
now
loud and
I'm
proud.
saying I'm not scared to use the word hero. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
they they did that. They did the damn thing.
Right.
So it's
I
like
heard that.
they're they was just so beautiful. Like their love story, like they
Mhm.
was always there. They literally they was always there, like for me and stuff. So anything I wanted, like I got. So and not just materialistic, like also they also made time because my dad was a surgeon and my mom was a businesswoman. So within that period, they still made time to like hang out with my dad. So definitely. And they made me who I am today. I mean, even the way I think, I feel like I have a different kind of mentality, not just coming from like an African background, but like coming from an African background of both my parents. So
That's awesome. I mean, yeah, because I think about it too. My parents, and I've always talked about where, and nothing against my dad, but I've always talked about my heroes was my mom and my grandpa, which is my dad's dad. Um, reason why he was though, I kind of see why my dad the way he is though too. But the way why reason why my grandpa was is he was a premature baby, a preemie in 1929. He weighed 2 pounds. You know how many preemies probably survived in 1929? It's probably a low
oh
percentage.
wow.
He lived to be a ripe old age of like 80 some, like 85 ish. So he beat all the odds. The doctor even told my great grandparents if he's still alive in the morning, we'll come check on him.
Wow.
So, and then my mom,
Amazing.
she's just a strong woman. I mean, she's still working. She's not all that old, but she's still working. She's like in her early 60s. And she's the type of person, like, she had to have knee surgery. The doctor said you got 8 weeks of rehab before you can go back to work. She did it in 6.
Yeah.
Only just because she's got in this mind that she's got all these things she's got to do, and
Right.
that's going to hold her back from accomplishing the things that she's trying to do, the work she needs to get done, bills got to get paid, all this other stuff. And with those two, that did nothing but inspire me to do, how I treat things, how I treat,
Mhm.
like some people, especially like about this app, people say, well, this is just an app. Okay, but you realize what you can, how many doors this has opened for me, and
Right.
then
It's
doors that
I don't think it's just an app though. It's really not just an app because we have
right.
feelings. Like emotions are real. Like you can't fake emotions, Like we develop like establish connections here and like network and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I really don't just think this is an app.
It's community.
Right.
And so when we
That's
treat,
big
it
facts.
like that as a community, not an app, then there's so many opportunities that can open up. Like there's still opportunities that are still opening, and like the opportunity to have a show, the opportunity to have a top badge,
Hmm.
other opportunities to meet all these people. I met my co-host on this app,
Right.
and we like hit it off like we knew each other for years. He's
Exactly.
probably one of my tightest friends that I've got. I ain't even met the dude in person.
Exactly.
That's how it go though. Some of
It's
my
a
best
lot of
friends are on
people.
the app.
Yep. When I met CocoMa, we were on the show together with Anointed Vessel, and we got paired
Mhm.
up. I was like, you know,
Godfather with the fedora,
and the beard.
and the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, that's really what it's all about. Is just it's a community of people. If we can, as top streamers, and even as just streamers, period, continue to just push positivity. Don't let the negativity, because sometimes it's hard when people come at you with a lot of negativity. It's hard to be like, that's a lot of pressure. People don't realize all the things that we have to do to bring what we bring, even if it's not just a show, even if it's just streaming, the things that we have to bring for them to be entertained and
Right.
then to be positive,
Content.
and then not take it off to a negative. Somebody come in negative, not take it to that. Because I've had trolls come in and be like, kind of almost take you there
Mhm.
because you might have had you didn't have a bad day, but
Mhm.
it wasn't, you was good enough that you could stream. But then that one person come in and said that one wrong thing, and you really just
Right.
go off, and then you have to like,
Get it
remember,
together.